Hi, my beautiful Capricorn family. Welcome to your reading. So we're going to do the week of May 17th through the 23rd. This, of course, is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this particular reading doesn't resonate for you, definitely check those other placements. What else? We're going to get into, sorry guys, got a little delayed there for a second. We're going to get into your recent past, current energy, and the near future for a weekly. Then we're going to clarify that, and we'll also do like we've been doing. If you're returning, you know. If you're new, I like to get into the person that you're thinking about, whoever's on your mind. After we do the main spread, we'll get into their energy and your energy and what that looks like right now. All right, Capricorn, here we go. Okay, running away from something. All right. It feels like we're still kind of in the energy that we've been going through for a bit, guys. If you haven't been here before and you're just tuning in, Capricorns have been going through quite a bit. So I'm seeing that you're cutting your losses and getting the you-know-what out. And right below that is the Four of Wands. So maybe you've finally taken the steps that you needed to take in order to start moving forward. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. This is beautiful. This tells me that you're feeling like not only are you making really good decisions right now financially, but I think you're thinking about what's going to make you feel the most grounded. This is definitely earth energy. I just get a really good feeling. Like there's something about your energy that has possibly shifted, maybe because you finally made a decision to walk away from whatever situation just isn't working anymore. If it was toxic, which with the Seven of Swords, I'm going to say that person was, they don't have to necessarily be a bad person. I'm getting more the cut and run from this card, and I'll explain that in 1 second when I pick them up. But let's talk about you again. This is about really feeling just more grounded, feeling good about you, maybe more stable financially. Maybe you just recently found a job finally, and you feel like you can start moving forward now and start building again. This is all about rebuilding to me. All right, let's get into the recent past. So with the Seven of Swords, you could be dealing with an air sign. I'm getting air and fire here. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. So this to me is literally this person's looking back and carrying, like taking what is yours and just bolting. Not even caring, walking away from a marriage, possibly someone that you thought was your twin flame, or just a partnership, a long-term partnership, and saying, I'm just going to cut my losses and move forward. I can't spend any more time in a situation that I'm not happy in, and that's why right now I feel like this is the energy that you are in. I think you've already said everything that you needed to say with the King of Swords in reverse, male or female. I don't know that there's any looking back at this point. It doesn't seem to be. Okay, and then the Queen of Cups in reverse, which means now you've pulled back your emotions. You realize that you have to sort of defend yourself or put up a certain type of wall in order to move forward, in order to have made the decisions that you needed to make in order to find your stability. This tells me now, not that you're not nurturing yourself necessarily, but right now I feel like you've just got your guard up. You've spoken your truth. Something in here says, like, I've said everything that I'm going to say. I want to move forward. I don't want to look back at the things that have already gone wrong or that have already, I don't want to say dead, but dead, done and gone. Like, it's over. I'm finding my own stability. I want to move on to my own thing. I'm not willing to have any more discussions about the situation. It doesn't mean that they had to be bad discussions or that they're angry discussions. I just think there was a lot of hurt and pain in this situation, and you've already explained what that was. I mean, we've got the Ten of Swords, feeling defeated. This is your current energy, so maybe there's still, and look, if you're just moving out of a relationship, we know that it takes time to get over things. Although you may be happy with the decisions that you're making, it doesn't mean that the pain isn't still there. There's always going to be a little bit of a nick or a scar or a wound from the tough things that we've experienced. But right now, it just may be hard for you to process that. I think that's why you're sort of pulling back your emotions the best that you can, because you know that it's going to take time to get past all of this hurt. Whether you feel like maybe you're walking away from a situation and you could be hurting the other person. You might be afraid that if you take off that you're going to hurt them. But it just feels like you can't stay in that energy anymore, or you need to sort of wall off your emotions so that you can deal with the feelings of being either betrayed or the disappointments that you've had in the relationship. So let me pick that back up really quick. So with that, the Page of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles together this way, it feels like someone, not necessarily just watching you, but this is someone who pays a great deal of attention to detail. I don't know why they want to say that, but they do. So in other words, they see how grounded you are. They know that your energy is what it is. That's why they're so drawn to you, right? This could also be that there's a new energy moving towards you, and maybe they've just recently made themselves known, because we're in the current energy, and you may actually be taking a look at that. So this is someone who wants to let you know that they either feel passionately about getting to know you. They too are putting their burdens, their disappointments, the hurt, the pains in the past, because their back is turned to the Ten of Swords, and saying, you know what, I want to move away from my pain. I think they're hoping that maybe you've walked away from yours, or can, or maybe they want to aid you in getting over whatever pain you've been in, because they just see you as this beautiful, grounded, stable human being. I mean, that's incredible. All right, so in the near future, we have the Six of Wands in reverse. Just, not that you're not going to be victorious. You are. This is a process, I feel like. If you're coming out of this relationship and that pain is still there, in the near future, you may just still feel like you haven't quite gotten where you need to go. Not that it's not coming, but with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, that tells me that this already happened. In other words, in the near future, there's going to be a walking away. You know, somebody's going to leave somebody out in the cold. Someone's walking away from a situation that just no longer feels good, works. This stability's not there. The energies I'm really picking up, as I said, were fire. I'm getting quite a bit of that. So you could be dealing with a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius. I'm not getting anything else strong except Earth. I do feel you could be dealing with a Cap, Taurus, or Virgo as well. Let's go ahead and clarify this energy and see in the recent past. Whatever these burdens are, they definitely feel, they keep wanting to talk about home. So I feel like this has to do with maybe you don't want to split up a home. Maybe you're concerned about the stability of your home life moving forward. I think it's going to be okay. It may be a little disappointing at first. The change is always difficult. But you're moving towards a time where you're going to feel much more stable. So keep that in mind and keep that hope alive. Then we have the Six of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And then the Lovers in reverse. Okay, again, this is still sort of your continuing story. Letting go of a relationship that just doesn't work. You had to make a decision in the past. We already see that. Six of Cups, things weren't balanced anymore. And the Queen of Pentacles, it had thrown you off probably your stability. Maybe you just weren't feeling like yourself anymore. I mean, that is your energy. When you're in reverse, you're not yourself. Maybe you just don't feel like you can be yourself around this person anymore. This is where I often bring up your spiritual journey. If you're going on your spiritual journey, things are going to become imbalanced in your relationship, because if your partner's not on the same journey with you, they can't keep up. Things start to become off balance and they don't feel right anymore. And I think that's how you've been feeling in this situation, and that could be why, you know, there's disappointment, and maybe the fact that that person couldn't come along with you on this journey, or just understanding that something has to come to an end so that you can move forward, because you know now that things are about cycles, right? That not everything is going to last forever. Plus you're moving into a direction where this new energy really wants to come in and speak to you. They could just be watching you at this point, but they definitely want to come up or come to you. Sorry, come up. Maybe they need to come up to you. Maybe it's somebody at work that has an interest in you and hasn't expressed it yet. The Five of Swords in reverse in the current energy, being tired of fighting. This is, to me, laying it down and saying, I can't do this anymore. And it's tough. I mean, that's a hard energy to deal with. And then we have the Ten of Wands. You're laying down the burdens. You're not wanting to argue about it anymore. You want to move forward. You want to put your energy into something that is going to grow in the future. And the Seven of Pentacles in reverse means it wasn't going anywhere anymore. You could have been in a marriage for 25 years and now all of a sudden it's just not going anywhere. And that's disappointing. Yes, it's difficult. But this tells me that you want to move towards somebody who does want to put more effort and possibly be on the similar path that you're on. Okay, don't forget to stick around for after this portion and we'll get into this person's energy or whoever it is that you've got on your mind. All right, so let's clarify the Six of Wands. In the near future, as I said, I feel like you or the other person walked away and maybe you don't. Yep, the cycle's ending with the World card and then the Moon. There's a couple things I want to say about this. One, to me, this said instantly a light at the end of the tunnel. This new moon energy that's coming tomorrow, well, I'm filming this on Monday. You probably won't see it until tomorrow. So it'll be the day of the new moon. So it's like new beginnings. It's where you need to set your intentions about how you want to move forward, what steps you need to take to find that security, knowing that you feel good enough about the decisions that you've made that you can now put things, like make a list is what they're talking about. I don't think there's any hidden emotions here. I don't see that there's anything being held back anymore. It just feels like all those secrets that may have been held within have come to the surface, and you've probably expressed yourself the best way you know how. If you're the one that's ending this relationship, or maybe your partner did, and you're just recognizing it's painful, it sucks to end, but it kind of is what it is. Definitely, they want you to focus on the light at the end of the tunnel. That's what they keep saying. Because with the World card, this cycle has definitely come to an end. And the Knight of Wands in reverse, this is where I think the other party, it could be you just giving up and saying, you know, I don't have any passion for this anymore. And I'm not going to keep fighting this cycle that keeps wanting to happen. This is that moment of my favorite saying, and you'll hear it probably in your videos and others that I make, the universe kind of, you know, beating your head against the wall until you finally make that change. This is almost one of those situations where you're not going to have a choice. Like, circumstances are just going to keep happening until you allow this cycle to come to an end so you can start anew. As hard as it is to see into the future, they want you to trust that there's so much coming. There's so many beautiful things coming that you just can't see yet. If you're just now making this transition, I can see where, you know, sometimes being in the unknown is scary, but that's what we're being asked to do right now in this time, is to trust in the unknown. And recognize that the reason why you're watching these videos and you're on this path is to learn how to trust your intuition, and that's going to be your leader. Just trust, one day at a time. That's it, one day at a time. All right, so let's go ahead and get into your person's energy, whoever it is that's on your mind. Think about that for just a second while I shuffle. This is for Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn's person. Okay, this one wanted to flop out. They're tired. I think right now this has become a burden and they don't want it to be anymore. Yep, and then we've got the Three of Wands. Yep, okay. I'll tell you in just a minute. It looks like this person's walked away from this situation. They can't deal with losing sleep anymore themselves. They just want to move forward. They're putting down the burdens of the relationship. And right now, this seems like, I feel like you could be the person that was hurt in this situation, where there could have been a third party. It could be just that they share their energy with too many other people, is what I'm sensing. Let's see, we've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So to me, it feels like neither one of you want to juggle anymore. Either it's going to happen or it's not. But unfortunately right now in your person's energy, they want to put this down. They don't want to deal with it anymore, and they want to move forward. It looks like they're walking away, or they may have already if this is somebody you were dealing with from the past, and they're trying to get over it. They just don't want to feel the hurt and pain anymore. Clearly, with what I'm looking at on your side, there's quite a bit of heartbreak, but wanting to move forward and get over that heartbreak. And that's the strength that I kept seeing coming through with your energy. The Queen of Pentacles is very much Capricorn energy as well. And right now, you know, your spiritual journey is what's going to be the most important. So the Emperor in reverse just tells me right now you can't, that light at the end of the tunnel keeps coming up. You can't quite see it. Your back is sort of turned to it, and as well as the justice. So I don't think you feel like you've gotten justice in this situation. It feels like you're completely disappointed by something that this person did, their actions, or the fact that they don't want to go on this journey with you. Remember I said the spiritual journey, and it's very possible that they're just not interested. And that's a little heartbreaking. You know, when you start to wake up and get involved with something that you feel so passionately about, it can be really hurtful when somebody doesn't want to come along with you on that ride. But right now, if this was a divorce, because I do sense heavily that this could be either you're working towards a divorce, it's going to take time to get that paperwork done. So try to be patient. If it hasn't already started happening, it's probably going to, because with the Emperor in reverse, I'm going to say male or female, this is leaving that person behind and divorcing them. Okay, and wanting to take a leap into the future. It may not feel really great right now, but that's the direction that you're headed in. And I think you're making the right decision because it's just too heartbreaking to stay anymore. Let's see. What else do we have for Capricorn? I definitely feel like this ending is happening a little bit sooner. Like the last couple of readings, I feel like we were working our way up to that. This could have happened for you a while ago, but it keeps showing up in the energy. So that just tells me that that energy is still with you. Okay, this is going to be more about somebody new. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. This is just an indication that in the future you're going to need to pay attention to your intuition, the red flags, and then I also talk a lot about the color red when I get this card. So if red is your favorite color, there's a message in this for you. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. I do believe you do have really good chemistry with whoever you're thinking about. Heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. If you haven't and you feel the need to and you're open to it, maybe you need to reach out, or this person, I don't want you guys screaming at me, because if they want to reach out, then maybe this would really help you guys get past some of the hurt and pain, or at least have an understanding. And then children, your love life is being affected by children. This could only be for a few of you, but I definitely think there's going to be some, you know, trouble deciding child custody. It could be that right now there hasn't been a decision that's made about that, and the person that you're dealing with is being difficult. And it's a little heartbreaking, because who wants to fight over the kids? Nobody wants to drag their children into their issues, but there is going to be justice ahead. We'll see. Let's get a little bit, I want to get a little bit more, because I'm feeling kind of stuck, like there's more that needs to come out. So I want to get some advice for you, and then we'll get into the Lover's Oracle and the Wisdom of the Oracle. Let's get some advice for Capricorn. What's the advice? Ah, okay. Yep. It's walk away. Page of Pentacles in reverse. All right. This could be that person that I'm sensing that's just not in a stable place. Maybe being a little bit emotionally, not emotionally, but more immature about how to deal with financial matters. Right now, the advice is to stand your ground, know your worth, know you're beautiful, gorgeous, handsome, whatever it is that you are, and that you've worked on this so hard that you need to stand in that and walk away from anything or anyone that does not make you feel as good as you feel about yourself. And this is what you're really focused on. Getting to that place where you feel just as dynamic as you should always feel, and then walking away from anything, recognizing that if things aren't growing, that it's the right choice to walk away from it. So really they're just saying focus on you and keep building up that self-esteem and that self-worth, or whatever it takes to get you out of a situation that you're no longer happy in. All right, so we're going to get a card from the Lover's Oracle, and then we'll get your Wisdom of Oracle cards. This is for Capricorn. This is for Capricorn. Okay, so this is the one they want. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and it will work out. Wow. That's all I got to say. I don't have anything else to say to that. Wow. All right, Capricorn, let's get into the last messages for you. What messages do you have for Capricorn? We've got community, lean on your friends and family, thinker, serendipity, and then we have happy, happy. So that's amazing. I think you guys might have gotten this card before. This is reducing to an 8, infinity, happy, happy, happy. After these times pass, you're gonna be so much happier because you're gonna feel so fulfilled and so grounded and really just feeling good about you. You may not have felt that way in a really long time, and you're finally just gonna be feeling good about who you are and where you are in your life. All right, so then we have community. This is another 8, by the way, so 8s could be really significant to you. To me, this is just about leaning on your friends and family if you need to. There are people there that are going to be there to help if you need them. And then thinker, again, reduces to an 8. So 888. 8 could be a really, really prominent number in your life. And then there's another 8 in this card. So maybe August. Maybe that's why they keep repeating the 8s. August could be the time frame that maybe you decide to move away from this situation and finally leave the home, or a lot of adjustments could be made around in the 8 number. I just can't stop saying the 8 in August. So the thinker, obviously this, takes a lot of thinking. You've got to put a lot of energy into how this is going to go moving forward and what you're going to do. And then serendipity. I just think you're going to be so happy. I don't think you see what's coming. And this is like luck to me. Like the 4-leaf clover. So there's a lot of luck. There's a lot of green. Go outside. Put your feet in the grass. Maybe pick a couple of lucky clovers. Maybe you'll get a 4-leaf clover. Who knows? But really, truly, honestly, the green is about being successful, feeling good about where things are financially is what they're saying, and just feeling good about you and the decisions that you've made. Okay, Capricorn, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being with me again this week. If you like this video, please do like, subscribe, and leave me a comment below if this is resonating for you. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find that information in the description box below. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you in next week's video. Lots of love. Bye.